Hello there, friends, and welcome back to my channel, Amy McGrew. And it is Amy McGrew here, and I am super excited because Close to My Heart has released a brand new collection in honor of it being May, which is National Scrapbooking Month. So we have all kinds of fun things happening, and I thought I'd start by sharing with you this new collection. It is called Dream Maker, and it consists of some pattern paper, a sticker sheet, and some exclusive cardstock. This is the sticker sheet, and it is just like all other Close to My Heart sticker paper. It's that thicker sticker, a designer sticker. It's a matte finish, so you can journal, you can stamp on it, and you don't have to worry about it smudging. This one is really cool because you can see we've got some gold foil stickers here, all kinds of sentiments, some great titles, some border stickers, and all kinds of little icons. This is so versatile, could be used for many, many things. Then we have, let me just move this, we've got our pattern papers, and how fun and juicy are these for our spring and summer months. There are 6 different patterns, and there's a pattern on one side and then a pattern on the other. And again, just bright, super fun colors. Great zip strips. I can't wait to start cutting into this. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we've got some exclusive cardstock. I have done some projects with this already. It is one of the featured paper packs in the National Scrapbooking Day celebration, which is happening this Friday and Saturday on the Close to My Heart Facebook page. These cardstocks are part of one of the card making classes, but you've got the marbled look on one side in the different colors, and then the back side is just the solid color of that cardstock in the lighter tone. And there is a new color that Close to My Heart has introduced. It's this, and it's called Rosy, and I think we might be seeing this in our new core idea book that will be debuting later this summer. So super fun, happy, cheerful colors, patterns. The pattern papers go great with this, as does the sticker sheet, but then there is more. We've got an exclusive stamp set. This is the Dream Maker stamp set, and it's a 2 carrier sheet set. So the one side's got a nice big sentiment, and then all kinds of little sentiments. I love that they're in different fonts. And then the back side, we've got some of these background textured stamps that are so fun to use with all your stamps. And then a fun word background stamp. We've got some flowers and another really cool background stamp. And there's one more or 2 more things to this collection. We've got some black paperboard die cuts, again, some titles and flowers and different shapes, butterflies, leaves, hearts, all the things. And we've got an exclusive 12 by 12 stencil. I'm not sure if the camera is picking this up, but it's almost like 4 stencils in one. We've got this kind of pinking stripe. We've got a grid. We've got various size dots. Those could be bubbles. And then we've got leaves. So lots of fun things happening with this collection. There is also some free workshop downloadable guides on my website. This is the collection, the Dream Maker collection. We've got a 12 by 12 scrapbooking workshop guide on my website, a 2-page layout workshop guide. We've got a 6 by 8 album workshop kit, which I'm really excited about. And then we've got a card making workshop all done with these various products. So lots and lots of things to have fun with this month. We're going to go ahead and get started creating a 2-page layout with this collection now. All right, so we are going to create a 2-page layout, but I'm working on the left side first. And I'm just putting a piece of that Ballerina marbleized cardstock down for my base. Now, I have done a little bit of prep work before coming on. I kind of know the layout that I'm going to do. I just am not sure how I'm going to embellish it, so we're going to do that together. But I will be documenting some more fun photos from when my daughter and I went to Nashville. And this was in honor of her birthday and her Christmas gift. So on the first layout, the first side of the layout, I'm going to use these 2 photos. And then I'm thinking on the second layout, I'm going to use these photos just to capture her at the age of 23. And I'm thinking we're going to do an interactive element. Again, I'm really into the interactive pages. So I'm going to put those aside for right now, and we're going to work on this page first. So what I did is I cut a piece of black cardstock. I thought I would accent with black because we have those super cool die cuts. So I thought I would bring in the black as well. So we're going to adhere this right at the top. I believe this is a 4 by 12. And I'm just using my favorite close to my heart adhesive. I know it is unavailable right now, but it is coming back, and it's coming back better than ever. And that's all I can tell you right now. So we've just laid that right up at the top. It might be kind of hard to see with the Versamat. And then I cut a piece of this pattern paper from the Dream Maker. This is the back side. This is a side we're going to use. And I'm thinking that I'm going to adhere this flush with the right side. So it's got a border. Let me move the Versamat. So you can see it's got a border. And then I did punch out the lovely paperboard pieces. And I'm thinking that that is going to be the title, but we might want to do some stamping before we adhere this down. Where did my L go? Here it is. So I'm thinking we're going to go like this. And then I matted my photos, and I just took some Sundance cardstock and used the light side to mat this. And then with my square photo, I did a White Daisy matte and then another Sundance matte to make that stand out. And then I took this pattern. It's kind of got the water brushed kind of speckled splatters on the one side, and the other side is the stripes. And I cut a 3 by 3 square and cut it in half. And I'm thinking this could go like this, and this could come down here like that. And then I used this zip strip And I thought that could go like this. And then I want it to pull in some gold. And I'm thinking that could go right there like that. But what I'm not sure about is if I want to use this stamp set, you know, maybe this and stamp. I could even do some tone on tone. I pulled my periwinkle. I didn't know if I wanted to just add some, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Before we do that, I went ahead and took my sticker sheet and I cut out some of the stickers to kind of audition. And at first I was thinking some flowers or maybe the butterfly, but then I thought, never forget how incredible you are could go here, and it kind of covers up that girl in the picture, and then maybe put a butterfly. Maybe we'll do that. And oh, I know, how about if we maybe stamp some black underneath there, and that would bring the black out from up there. I like that idea. So why don't we do that? So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this piece. Yeah, I think that's going to work. So we'll adhere this pattern piece. When I was going through and picking out the patterns, really every single pattern would work. This is such a fantastic paper pack. So I adhered this so that there was an even border around, and then we're going to put the zip strip right here like this. And I do have this zip strip going straight across 12 inches, and then we'll put the gold right there. So let's adhere the gold first, and then we'll put the zip strip flush with that. And that's why I liked that circle sticker, because it had the gold foil around it, and with the gold butterfly, I thought that would tie in the gold. So then this will go right here like this. And I chose the heart zip strip because I'm just talking about how loved my daughter is. I have scrapbooked some other memories from this trip with her on some previous YouTube videos, and we just had a really good time. So I'm liking how that looks. Now let's go ahead and bring in our title, and then we'll mat our photos and do a little bit of stamping. I like adding that stamped image down here as opposed to up here. I like a clean cut title. I didn't want it to get too busy. So I'm just kind of eyeballing these. These paper cuts, thin cuts, are really nice. They're thicker than a die cut, really good quality. So let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna adhere the E first, because that is in the center. And if you watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I tend to eyeball because when I try really hard to measure, it comes out all crooked. I'm liking this, and I'm liking how I chose this black cardstock around here, because that brings out the black in this title. All the colors in this collection really do match the dress that Molly was wearing. I almost feel like it was made for this collection, or the collection was made for these photos. So, lovely day. I'm also liking how it's, you know, the individual letters big and bold, and then a cursive day, slightly smaller. So I'm liking that. Let's go ahead and adhere our photos to our mats. And this is a 4x6 photo, and I cut a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 photo mat. And with this one, I think I'm only going to do the stamping underneath this photo. So I think we can go ahead and mat this. So I'm going to bring my Versamat back in so I can do some measuring. I know it's hard for you to see this black up here, but I want to adhere this triangle piece. About 3/4 of an inch in and 3/4 of an inch high up. So 3/4 and 3/4 will be about right here. And then we're going to stick this about right there, like that. Yeah, I like that. So at first I was using the back side of this marbled paper, but then I got smart and I pulled out my Sundance cardstock because I don't want to waste that beautiful marble cardstock. But if you're working on just one pack, you can flip it over. I have some Sundance paper cardstock, so I went ahead and pulled some of that. So now let's go ahead and adhere these. So we'll adhere our 4x4 photo to our 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 mat. And then we will adhere this to our 4 1/2 by 4 1/2 piece of Sundance. And this one, again, it's the marbled paper. So I like that. And then I'm going to adhere this so that it's even with the top of the 4x6. And then we'll put this about a 1/2 inch down from the top of that piece and a 1/2 inch over. But then I'm gonna get this stamp image, and I have not used this set yet. And I do need to season it. So I just rub it on my arm. And I'm going to use black archival ink. And I am going to get my desk pad and get a scrap piece of paper so I can practice stamping before I stamp on my layout, because I know sometimes stamping on your layout could be a little bit nerve-wracking when you've already got photos and whatnot down. Oh, I love that. I love images like this. This set was a no-brainer just because of this image. So I think I will get my pencil, and I am just going to draw a line lightly, so I know about where to stamp this. So I'm going to stamp 1. And 2. And another nice thing about this image is it's kind of wonky, so you don't have to worry about it being straight. And then, yeah, I am liking that. All right, so let's adhere this piece. And then we're going to adhere this again about a 1/2 inch down from the top and a 1/2 inch over. I like to call these type of images foolproof because you can't mess it up because it's not an even line. So I'm liking that. And then what we'll do is we'll kind of play with these. So I'm going to get my anti-static pouch, and I'm going to peel this off the sticker and take the sticky off it so we can kind of move around with it. But I chose this because I liked the saying. I guess it's not really hiding that girl, but that's okay. I liked the saying, and I like that silver or that gold circling. So now I'm taking the sticky off my butterfly, and I was thinking maybe going like that because I don't really like the way that looks. I like it down here more. So I like that. I could even, I brought in some embellishments, and I brought in some gold embellishing thread. This is retired, but it's a go-to when I'm wanting to jazz something up. I'm just gonna take the kinks out of it by rubbing it between my thumb and a straight edge. So if you still have some of this and it's kinky from being on that cardboard spool, that's a good way to get the kinks out. Or you can wet your fingers and then slide it through your moistened fingers. So I'm just doing some loop-de-loops, and we could place that under. I think I'll like that. So let's put some adhesive back there, and then can go like that, and then put that there. Let's trim these so we can put that right there, and then maybe have the butterfly right there. Yeah, I like that. So we'll add some adhesive to our sticker and put that right there, and then add some, I wonder if I should pop dot Or do we want this down here? Maybe do that down here. Let's see. I don't know. Could go there. I think I like it up here. Let's do that. All right, I think I am liking this so far. I don't think it needs anything else. I did pull in some of my dots. I could always put a heart, or maybe we could bring in the black. Maybe put 2 hearts here. Let me get my piercing tool. And I'm going to take those small hearts and maybe put one right here. And right there. Okay. I think I am going to call this one done for now, and we will move on to the right side of this 2-page layout. All right, so let's move on to the right side of this layout, and we are going to do the exact same thing using the Ballerina Pink as the base page, and then I cut a piece of my black cardstock 4 by 12, and we will line this up right at the top. And I think I'll move my Versamat to do just this part. And then we've got our pattern paper again, but this time we're going to adhere it flush with the left side of the border. And I'm actually going to bring in the left side so I know that it lines up. It doesn't have to be perfect because they're not going to be exact in my album, but I can be close. So there we go. That looks pretty good. And then we will take we're going to take our gold glitter cardstock, and we will adhere this right down here, flush with that black cardstock. And that lines up good. I'll move this out of the way and we'll do our zip strip. And then I can bring my Versamat back in. Okey-doke. And I think I just ran, oh, no, I didn't. Okay, so I think on this page is where I'm going to do the interaction element. I did cut some Sundance cardstock. This is when I got smart and pulled out my cardstock scraps. I'm going to use the light side, and I cut another piece of the pattern paper. This is on the one side, and the back is this. I thought it would be fun to use those leaves and bring in some of the green. This piece is actually 3 by 2, and I'm going to adhere it down at the bottom. This is going to be my journaling spot. Oh, before we do that, no, that's right. line this up. I thought I would corner round this. I haven't used a corner rounder in quite some time. And then do a tag. So a trick that I was taught is you can cut an angle on the one side and then bring it over here and cut the same angle. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive just so that it doesn't move. There. And then we can put that there. I did cut another piece of white cardstock. This is 2.5 by 7.5. This Sundance piece was 3 by 10 3/4, and I'm thinking this can sit right here like this, and I can either type my journaling out or handwrite. And I'm thinking right now that I will hand write it, but we'll go ahead and adhere this. Actually, before we adhere that, I don't know if I want to. No, we're going to go ahead and adhere it. You know what I could do, which might be kind of fun, is get out the stencil and then do some light stenciling. Maybe I'll do that. I could do this, and then that could be my guide to writing, and I can write on where I stencil. Let's try that. I'm going to pull in my all-purpose mat, and I think that's what we're going to do. I have some adhesive on this, which is working out great because my paper won't move. And let me get some masking tape to prevent that from sliding. So we'll put some of that right there, and then see if I can get a little bit more off of this. Yeah. So I'll put a little bit more down here. And I'm thinking I want it to be really light. Trying to decide, I think we'll just go ahead and keep it with the Ballerina Pink. So I've got my Ballerina Pink here, and I'm going to take my Ballerina Pink blending brush and pull in that scrap paper, because I want to start there, and then, and again, we just want it to be ever so light. And then I'm thinking I can write my words either on top of that stencil or in between. Kind of liking that. All right, and then let's, yeah, I'm liking that. So let's line this back up. You know, and with these stencils, we do have stencils that have grids with 4 different stencil patterns like this one, and then we even have some that are 8 or 9. I'm just trying to line this up. I think that's good. And I'm going to stop it right there. Sometimes I'll actually cut them. So like I could cut these into 4 by 6 or 4 6 by 6 stencils. And when you do that, then you lessen your chance of stenciling into the other pattern. I've done that before. All right, let's see, how did I do? I like it. I like that a lot. I'm so happy that we got these stencils with this collection. So what I'll do off camera is I'll do my journaling, because I'm not ready to do that on camera yet. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to add a little bit more adhesive to this. And I'm gonna put this right here like that. And I do have a hole punch. I'll punch a hole up here. And then I can add some ribbon to that after. I could even do the gold embellishing thread. Or, you know what else we could do? Is we could do a bow. Let's see, we'll like that. I will trim some of this, and again take my finger. No, that's not gonna work. Let's use the scissors. So we'll just go like this to get the kinks out, and then I'm gonna double this up, and we'll just see how this looks. And if we don't like it, we can change it. But tie a bow. Try one more time. And then we could put a bow there like that. So we'll save that and we'll see. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is build this side. So I've got a base here, and I think I'm going to bring back that pink ink, and actually let's do it paper, direct to paper. So I'm going to take it in one hand and just go like this, because I want it to be a little bit more pronounced. There we go. So that stands out a little bit. And we will adhere this about right there. So I'm kind of lining it up so this, you know what, let's line this up. I'm thinking out loud here. Let's line this up, this corner up with that. And then we'll adhere this piece down. I am liking that. I think that looks good. Okay, and then I do have that large photo, and I am going to adhere this down at the bottom like that. My printer ink is just about out, so I might have to print this picture again. Okay, and then I cut a circle out of another pattern. I just used my circle thin cuts, and I was thinking that this could go right here, and I don't know if I want the lines going up and down. I think we'll do them across horizontal because the pattern there is going up and down. So let's go ahead and adhere that. You could even cut that circle in half and use that for something else. And I've got that right in the center, like that. And then what I was thinking is I could use the Celebrating You and stamp this right here like that, and then maybe we can add some embellishments. Looks like I have a little something right here, so let me take in my rub and remove. I don't know if that's ink. Look like it's coming off. We'll have to hide that with something. But let's go ahead and stamp that. And I'm just going to use my Archival ink again. I do have to season this. And then sometimes what I like to do is just lay this down, pick it up. Check to make sure it's straight. And get my scrap paper. Stamp it a few times. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Celebrating You. I am not a fan of how that came out. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to cut another piece and go right over that. All right, so I am back. I cut a strip of white daisy cardstock. I stamped my Celebrating You. I distressed it with the Ballerina pink ink, and I'm going to put that there, and you'll never even know, and that will hide that little ink spot there. So I like how we were able to fix that. There's no mistakes when it comes to scrapbooking. So there we have it. So I am really liking how this is coming together right now. I did cut some of the sentiment stickers from the sticker sheet, and I was thinking I could put one here, and I think I'm not going to do Laugh Often because I've got black there. But Loving Life, I think I'm going to do Happy and Free to bring in another color. So we're going to take that off. And I think I might even put this on with some 3D foam tape. So I'm going to take my anti-static pouch and take the stickiness off of it and grab some of my foam tape. Stick that on. And put that right there. Liking that. And then I am leaning towards this bow. Kind of liking that, but we'll let this sit for a minute. I'm wondering if I should do that stamped image underneath there, or if I want to leave that. Decisions. I'll think about that some more. So we're going to put this aside and we're going to build some 4x6 flip flaps now. All right, so now we're going to work on some 4x4 photo mats because I'm going to add 3 flip flaps to this page. So I cut a piece of Lagoon cardstock. I am using the light side, and then I cut that fun. I think this is my favorite pattern of the pattern paper. And we are just going to adhere this about 1/4 of an inch up from the top. So when you're working on flip flaps, you can treat that, whatever size flip flap you're using, we're using a 4x6 for this particular one, treat it as if it was a scrapbook page. So just treat this as if it was a 4x6 scrapbook page, and we are building on the base. And the reason why I am using flip flaps is because I want to get all these photos in on a 2-page spread. And I thought it would be fun to teach you a unique way to use some flip flaps to add some more spots for photos and or story. So you can see this came together very quickly. And I'll pull in one of my flip flaps. So I am using the 4x6 flip flaps that have the adhesive on the long side. When you get our flip flaps, you get 6 in a package, and you get 12 in a package. 6 have the adhesive strip across the long end, and then 6 have them across the short end. I want to make sure when I put this in, when I fold this flap down, the sticky side is what's going to stick to the page. So then I have another 4x6 photo here, and I am just going to put some adhesive on the back of this. I think I'm almost out of adhesive. And I'm going to glue these together just so they don't shift. But the other thing I almost did is, remember, we're going to flip this up. So you want to make sure that your picture is going the right way. So I just want to make sure that I line this up. And then when it flips, it will go like that. So we'll stick this one in, and I'll finish all my flip flaps, and then I will show you how you can adhere these to your page to make it look like an accordion. So the second one, I thought I would just keep this pretty paper and do kind of like a design element. And so I went ahead and I want to use some of these black paperboard pieces. So I punched out this really pretty flower, and I thought I would just put this kind of in the corner so the pretty paper shines through. You could use some thin liquid glue for this, or I am just using my tape runner, and I'm going to put this little piece that hasn't punched out yet. I'm going to put this on an angle, and then I thought we'd add a fun little heart. Maybe right there like that. So that's going to be the front of the other flip flap, and we'll turn this up, and I cut a 4x4 picture of Molly. So we were in this, the white limousine. I don't know, I guess it's a bar slash restaurant, and it's, the inspiration came from Dolly Parton. I think I talked about this in a previous video when I was doing another layout. And they had these fun couches. So we just did a fun little photo shoot there, and I loved all of these of Molly. I love her facial expression. So I thought it would be fun to include some of these. Now I'm thinking maybe I could add some gold stickers. Let's see. Kind of, maybe we'll do black hearts again. Let's get these black hearts. Here's one. Maybe I'll just go right here like this, and then we'll do a small one. Like that. And I didn't know if I should add any of the you know what might be cute? Let me cut. What about this smile? That might be fun. Maybe I'll do smile, and then we'll put this heart right there like that. Do I want to do it right there like that? You know what I should have done? See if I can peel this off. Sometimes if you're gentle, yeah, you can. So maybe if I dovetail this, let's dovetail this. So I'm going to find the center and then go from corner to the top, and then corner to the top. And then put that right there like that. And then maybe we'll do the gold star, the small, or the gold heart right there. Or maybe right, how about right here? There we go. We'll do it right here. There. I like that. All right, so that is another flip flap. So let's put that in the flip flap. Again, I'm going to make sure that when I fold this down, the sticky part is at the back. And this one's just going to slide in nicely. The flip flaps are the same quality as the Close to My Heart protectors. I'm just looking at that heart to make sure I like it, and I guess I'm I don't know if I like it. Let's see if it's too late to peel that off. It's not. I'm gonna leave that off. I'm not happy with that heart. We're just gonna leave it like that. Put this in. And okay, so when we lay these on our layout, it's going to go like this. So this is going to open up, and then this is going to open up, and then we have one more that we're going to do. So I've got this paper. I think we're going to use this. No, let's use the stripes. I like the stripes of that. So we, no, we're going to use this. This is going to be the front. And I thought I would put the perfect word stickers at the bottom. So I'm going to line this up. And I'm going to put the F at the 3 because that's the center letter. And this is a 6-inch piece of paper. And then I'm going to eyeball these. Again, I love how we've got the gold foil elements in this sticker sheet. It's too close. That E is too far down. It's better. Okay, so what I'm thinking is these are gonna go like this. That's not exactly even, but maybe we could put it'll go like that to kind of make up for it. And then we can flip this over. Like this. And I have a 3x3 photo that I thought we could put right here. I'm matting it on Ballerina Pink. Lining up my paper to make sure everything is even. And then let's see if we have some fun black embellishments. Maybe we'll do a cluster of these bursts. And then do a tiny one. I think I like that. And do we want to have loving life or laugh often? Let's adhere these. I think I'm going to leave it like that, but one thing that we could do is perhaps add some gold gems, gold glitter gems to the center of the starburst. Let me get my piercing tool. Put one there and put a small one there, and then do we want to put a big one? I think I'm going to put a small one here. Yeah, that's fun. And then we can put this one in the last flip flap, and then we'll put everything in page protectors and create our accordion waterfall. But before we do that, let's bring this back in here, and I was thinking maybe I could incorporate this maybe behind. In front. And then maybe stick I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it like that. All right, before we put the pages in the page protectors, I decided that I wanted to carry this image over to here. And what I'm going to do is get my Archival Black, and I'm just going to take my stamp with my hands and ink it up without a block, and then stamp down. Yeah, because I just want just that little bit, maybe go a little bit lower, just to carry this design over to the second page. And lots of times I will just use my fingers rather than a block. I guess you could call it finger stamping, and that gives that the just the right amount of embellishment to carry over from there. So let's go ahead and put this in the page protector. Now I'm using the top loading page protectors, and because this is the right side, I will slip my page in where the holes are on the left side to go into my album. Oh, one other thing I thought I would do is add a black heart chipboard piece on both sides of that Celebrating You. I think that will be just the perfect touch. And I think I'll just use my adhesive. So we'll put a little bit, a glue dot will work, but I have my adhesive right here. So we'll put one right here, and then one on the other side. And then we have that triangle with the 3 hearts. I will do my journaling off camera. And let's stick this in. And you can see that the bow dried very nicely. So now we are going to get our 3 flip flaps, and this is going to be fun. So remember, we put our page in our flip flap and we fold down this flap, give it a nice crisp fold. I'm going to peel this adhesive off and I'm going to line this right up just like that. And then I'll give it a nice firm stick. And then this one we are going to put directly below it so that you can see some of it popping out of the bottom. So it's telling us to flip up. And the way I want to place this is I want to have the perfect show just like that. So maybe we'll go like that so we can see that heart. Okay. So I'm going to use the perfect as my guide. And we'll stick this about right like that. So that, yep, and I lined that up good. So we can press that down. And then this one, we're going to line up right at the bottom. So we've got that, that, and that. And I am really excited the way that came out. So we'll put the left side in the page protector. Because this is the left side, we want the holes to be on the right. So when we put it in our book, it will go like this. And we'll slip this one in. And there we have it. The left side and the right side with the flip flaps. There we go. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. That helps YouTube know to share my videos. And if you haven't subscribed already and would be willing to do that, I would appreciate the support. I'm nearing my first goal. And once I hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers, we are going to have a giveaway. Anyway, thanks for joining and we'll catch you on the next video.